All right, football fans, buckle up because this transfer window has officially gone off the rails. Donnarumma to City, Garnacho frozen out at United, Spurs chasing Rodrygo from Real Madrid. We're talking seismic moves, shocking snubs, and the kind of transfer chaos that makes deadline day feel like Netflix drama. 3 of Europe's biggest clubs, 3 superstar sagas, and one crazy question: who's about to pull off the deal of the summer? Let's dive in. Hit like, smash subscribe, and let's go. All right, football fans, buckle up, because we might just be witnessing the most outrageous goalkeeper transfer twist of the summer. Yep, Gianluigi Donnarumma, Italy's golden boy, PSG's Champions League hero, and a man built like a Marvel character is on the verge of swapping Paris for Manchester City. And, let's be honest, nobody saw this one coming. So here's the tea. PSG have been desperately trying to get Donnarumma to extend his deal, but negotiations went down faster than Chelsea in a title race. The club lowballed him, which, let's face it, is a brave move when you're talking about one of the best shot stoppers on the planet. This is the guy who literally dragged them to a quadruple last season, and they still said, "Sorry mate, that's the best we can do." Bold. Naturally, Donnarumma wasn't having it. PSG already lined up Lucas Chevalier from Lille as his replacement, which was basically like leaving your partner and then telling them you've already found someone new. And now? Manchester City have swooped in. Pep Guardiola saw an opportunity and moved quicker than Haaland chasing a through ball. Reports say the talks are flying along nicely, with PSG softening on their original €50 million asking price. City are aiming for a cheeky bargain between £30, £40M. Honestly, for a keeper of Donnarumma's calibre, that's like finding a Gucci bag at a car boot sale. But hold on, there's a catch, and it's a big one. City can't seal the deal until they shift Ederson. That's right, the man who redefined goalkeeper passing could be packing his bags. Galatasaray are sniffing around, but their first €10 million bid got laughed out of Manchester. City want closer to €25 million. Until that's sorted, Donnarumma is in transfer limbo. Here's the kicker. Personal terms are already agreed. Donnarumma's ready, Pep's ready, PSG are ready, and Trafford. Poor Trafford's probably wondering why he even came back from Burnley in the first place. Imagine being told you're the future of City's goalkeeping. Then they go and sign a 25-year-old giant who's already a Euros winner. Ouch. So yeah, this could be a seismic move. Donnarumma to City imminent, dramatic, and, let's face it, absolutely terrifying for the rest of the Premier League. All right, United fans, buckle up, because the Garnacho drama just took another wild twist. And no, it's not good news if you were hoping for a quick resolution. Chelsea came knocking on the door with what they thought was a cheeky little swap deal, but United? Yeah, they slammed it shut. Here's the story. Alejandro Garnacho, once hyped as the jewel of Old Trafford, is basically living in football exile right now. Ruben Amorim has made it crystal clear Garnacho is not in his plans, not part of the future, and definitely not part of the matchday squad. The guy hasn't even sniffed the pitch in United's first 2 league games. He's training away from the main group, basically counting down the days until someone saves him. Now, Garnacho himself isn't exactly desperate. He's rejected Bayern Munich, yes, Bayern, because he wants to stay in the Premier League. And his dream move? Chelsea. Personal terms? Already sorted. That's how confident he is that Stamford Bridge is calling. But here's the problem. United want £50 million. Chelsea are valuing him at around £30 million. Classic transfer standoff. So, what do Chelsea do? They get creative. They throw in a 19-year-old winger, Tariq George, as a sweetener. The kid's talented, no doubt. 8 Premier League appearances, 1 goal, a Europa Conference League medal on his CV. Not bad for a teenager. But United's response? A polite, but firm, "Nah, we're good." Basically, United don't want George. They want cold, hard cash. And to be fair, after spending nearly £200 million on their attack already this summer, Chelsea aren't exactly swimming in spare coins. They need to sell before they buy. Nicholas Jackson, Nkunku, maybe a few others could be shipped off. That's the only way Garnacho lands in blue. Meanwhile, Fabrizio Romano is still out here saying, deal expected to happen. According to him, Garnacho is dead set on Chelsea, has turned down other options, and both clubs will find a way before the window slams shut. He even confirmed that the George swap idea? Dead weeks ago. Chelsea tried, United refused, Roma might actually fancy the teenager instead. So where does that leave Garnacho? In limbo. Frozen out, waiting, and maybe sweating just a little bit. Because if he doesn't seal a move before deadline day, he's stuck training in exile, watching United's season from the sidelines. Amorim even admitted it's an uncomfortable situation, but he's not budging. So, will Chelsea dig deep and pay up, or will Garnacho be the most high-profile outcast in the Premier League this season? One thing's for sure, this saga is pure box office, and it's far from over. Alright Spurs fans, grab your popcorn, because Tottenham's transfer window is turning into an absolute soap opera. 1 minute it's Eberechi Eze, the next it's Morgan Rogers, and now, wait for it, Rodrygo. Yes, that Rodrygo, from Real Madrid. So, here's how we got here. Spurs desperately need attacking reinforcements. James Maddison's ACL injury has basically ruined plans, and with Eze hijacked by Arsenal, because of course they did, Tottenham are scrambling for options. Step 1. Aston Villa's Morgan Rogers. The problem? Negotiations are dragging on slower than Harry Kane's contract saga. And now, reports are saying if Spurs can't get Rogers, they're ready to accelerate a move for Rodrygo. That's right, the Brazilian winger who's been mixing it up with Mbappe, Vinicius and Gula at Madrid. Sounds ambitious, right? Maybe even a little unrealistic? Well, not so fast. Because here's the twist. Rodrygo has apparently told his superstar agents Pini Zahavi and Kia Joorabchian to explore new clubs this summer. Now, his camp are still playing the he wants to stay at Madrid card, but if you're instructing your agents to find you an escape route, let's be real, you're at least curious about a move. Xabi Alonso has even been praising him after Madrid's last game, saying he played well, linked up nicely, blah blah blah, but actions speak louder than words. If Rodrygo's already considering leaving, then Spurs might actually sniff a chance. But let's not get carried away. Tottenham aren't the only ones lurking, and any move for Rodrygo isn't cheap. We're talking mega money. And while Spurs are serious about adding a number 10 and a winger before the window shuts, they're juggling names all over the place. Monaco's Magnez Akliouche, City's Savinho, and even Nico Paz from Como. The Paz deal though? Yeah, forget it. Real Madrid basically own his contract in about 10 different ways. Buyback clauses, sell-on percentages, you name it. He's locked tighter than Spurs' trophy cabinet. So here's the reality check. Spurs want Rogers. If that collapses, Rodrygo becomes the dream target. The only catch? Convincing a Real Madrid star to leave the Bernabeu for North London is, let's say, ambitious. But hey, this is Tottenham. They live for the roller coaster. So, will Levy pull off the shock of the summer? Or will Spurs be left with a nearly but not quite transfer window? One thing's for sure, Ange needs reinforcements and time is running out. And that's where we'll leave it for now. Football fans, pure chaos, twists and drama straight out of a Netflix series. Donnarumma to City, Garnacho frozen out at United, Spurs dreaming of Rodrygo. This window is absolutely unhinged and we're only just scratching the surface. If you enjoyed the madness, make sure to smash that like button. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who's pulling off the deal of the summer? And don't forget to subscribe because this window isn't slowing down anytime soon. Until next time, buckle up because deadline day is coming fast and it's going to be absolute carnage.